How to clean your exhaust tips. In these video clips, you can see the before and after results of just spending 15 minutes or so cleaning your exhaust tips. Hey guys, Matt here with Tail Happy TV, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to clean your exhaust tips using some simple household cleaner products. So you can use these tips and tricks in this video to save money. You don't need to go out and buy any specific special products just for your car to clean your exhaust tips. As you can see from these video clips, I've really neglected my exhaust pipes, 22,222 miles to be specific. I've basically been hooning this car around town and even drove it across the country for almost 3 years now, and I've never really cleaned these exhaust tips, so they have quite a bit of buildup on them. Carbon, dirt, everything you can imagine probably. Okay, so let's get into how to clean your exhaust tips. First of all, let's talk about what did not work for me. When I started searching for how to clean your exhaust tips on the internet, most people recommended using some sort of wheel cleaner to clean your exhaust tips. Now, I started applying this with paper towels at first, just to kind of clean off the surface dirt, and then I used a washcloth, and I continued to apply the wheel cleaner, but it just really wasn't working that well. Sure, it was removing some of the dirt and grime and carbon and whatever's on those tailpipes, but it just really wasn't cleaning up my exhaust tips like I wanted it to. So then what I did is I went to the kitchen and I got myself a Scotch-Brite non-scratch scrub sponge, and I used the more abrasive side in conjunction with a wheel cleaner, and this worked a little bit better, applying a little bit of abrasion. However, the wheel cleaner just wasn't doing the trick, so I decided to go look for something maybe a little bit different or more powerful. So what I did is I found the Lime Away underneath the kitchen sink. On the bottle, it says it destroys lime, calcium, rust, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Now, I should probably backtrack and tell you a couple steps here along the way what you're going to want to do while cleaning your exhaust tips. If you have some gloves, I'd recommend you put them on. Step 2, I would definitely recommend moving your car to a suitable location because you have to keep in mind all of these chemicals and all of the carbon and dirt that you clean off these pipes is going to fall directly below the car. So if you want to keep your driveway clean, you probably don't want to do this in your driveway like I'm doing here because all of that is just going to leave a little black spot below the car. Now, obviously, you could probably clean this out of the concrete or whatever's below your car, but why not just do it somewhere where it doesn't matter if you stain the ground or not? Okay, so as you can see here, I'm failing really applying this wheel cleaner using paper towels and this washcloth. It's just really not doing the job. Like I said, it kind of worked a little bit, but then once I started applying the Lime Away and using the non-scratch pad, Scotch-Brite, scrub sponge, the more abrasive side of the pad, it really started working a lot better. So all you're really going to need to do to clean your exhaust tips is spray some of this Lime Away on the pipes and just kind of repeatedly clean with the more abrasive side of the pad. Now, what I did is I actually took 2 separate scrub sponges that were laying by the sink. They were kind of dirty. It doesn't matter. You can take an old kind of dirty one. And I found that when the pad was more dry, it seemed to work better, but as it kind of becomes saturated in the Lime Away, the abrasion didn't work quite as well and it became less effective. So I switched over to the next pad and it started cleaning it a lot better. Now, it probably took me about 15 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer of cleaning. I have 4 separate exhaust tips on this BMW M2, so to clean up all 4 of the exhaust tips, it took me a little bit longer than maybe if you only have 1 tip or 2 tips to clean. Overall, I found this Lime Away to be very effective at cleaning the exhaust tips on my BMW M2. So if you're looking to clean your exhaust tips, maybe you just have a little bit of extra time on your hand, maybe you notice that yours are extremely dirty like mine are, and it's time to clean them up, I'd highly recommend you invest a short amount of time and just get out here, give this method a try, and clean up your exhaust tips, and your car is going to be looking a lot better. Now you can take a look at some of these before and after video rolls here. You can see in these video clips how clean the exhaust tips got just from spending a little bit of time. Didn't even go to the store and spend any money. Obviously, it's not entirely free to use a little bit of your product, but overall, I'm happy with the results. If this video has been helpful to you for learning how to clean your exhaust tips, please click on that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video.
I'm gonna leave. Yeah.